In manifestation, what is called the dense world, and what is called the subtle world, are concepts composed from the same principle. The permeability of one into the other allows being to penetrate both, and perceive the same things in them. Intelligibility will be the reflection of imposed and acquired images. Being explains these worlds of ideas through the feeling of understanding, which is based on comparisons with the elements it has stored. What being archives seems to meet the transit in the universe. However, there is a process that needs to be well understood, that of transforming ideas into storable elements. Being explains things by identification and comparison. What is not identified is skillfully adjusted to be explained by similarity. This is a purely mental mechanism, as is storage and the process of comparison. Everything happens in the mind, which exists solely and exclusively to serve being. However, this does not happen with the permission of an indolent being. This indolence blunts key elements that are an important part of being, such as acuity, which observes things without being contaminated by constructed and imposed images, without being's perfect understanding. Dream and reality are two concepts quite difficult to dissolve, as they seem to be the correct explanations of the environment that shelters being in life. Understanding the subtle world, by imposing the same images on it, is a complete and offensive negligence towards being itself, but it is a powerful tool for chaining being into alienation. Understanding the friendly and hostile moments in which the elements of the internal battle to dissolve and coagulate present themselves, is the acuity of being. Everything unclear does not pass through the filter of acuity and is dissolved. Everything that is perfectly understood is coagulated. Being perfects itself in this way, sifting and fixing the fundamental metals that serve it. The allegory of transforming lead into gold is quite clear. Only the universal agent can do it, and it can only be found within being itself, which is already clear enough. Since all concepts will be dissolved, the conceptual being itself will also be dissolved, when the necessary furnace and fire, which are already available, are controlled by being with the guidance of the only master, which is being itself. The traps are perceived that, if they do not ensnare, impact being, whose vision is contaminated with the idea, the presumption, the hope, and even the conviction that being will see itself and find itself outside of itself. Thus contaminated, it will continue to believe in destiny, and also believe that, to belong to the gods of destiny, it must pass through the hands of others, named as sages, masters, gurus, saints, entities, or even gods. This is part of the belief incorporated by being, of its accommodation to imposed concepts and values, of general incomprehension, of not perceiving the potential of its own capacity, and of not accepting the kingdom that belongs to it.